Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have some new details regarding the shotgun attachments in Battlefield 4. I've got a nice long list here outlining everything that we can expect. Some are old, some are going to be transferring on over from Battlefield 3 on over into the new game. But overall, there are going to be a lot more options on how you want to use shotguns, and that's pretty much true for everything in Battlefield 3. DICE is really going all out in customization, be it all the different vehicles, be it the different weapons, even the soldiers themselves. You can really tailor the game and your soldier to your type of playstyle, and that is definitely true for the shotguns as well. So to get things started, they are going to have access to close range and medium range optics. So you're going to have access to the red dot sights, the Cobra, the Coyote, the holographic scope, and if you want a little bit more magnification, maybe if you're using like the slug rounds or something like that, you'll also have access to like the ACOG scopes. But then we also get a nice little look at the different ammo types that are going to be in there, and the first one is the buckshot, which is making a return from Battlefield 3. I'm assuming that this is going to be pretty much the same way that it functions in the current game, where it's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage up close, and then the further out the target goes, the less and less it does. But what's really cool is the addition of the dart, and this is going to shoot out multiple small darts with a little less stopping power, but much better penetration. So this looks like the ammo type that is going to be really good for close encounter conflict where there are a lot of people in a room. So you round a corner, there are like 4 or 5 guys, you just start pelting every single one of them. I'm assuming this is like gonna go through them, kind of like what the crossbow does in Battlefield 3, where if you line it up perfectly, you're gonna get a multi-kill. It's kind of hard to say if this is going to do so less damage that you won't get a one-shot kill if you are up close, but it probably will be the ammo of choice for those types of engagements. But then there is the frag rounds, and I honestly don't know why DICE is putting this in there, because they attempted to make it work in Battlefield 3, and they honestly failed miserably. Like the first edition of it, it was way too overpowered. Everyone used it. They basically just spammed this on the ground around the target. They used the explosive damage of it to kill people, and it was awesome. So DICE went in, nerfed it into oblivion, and now it's to the point where it's just so bad because it doesn't do enough damage, and the suppression effect that it caused isn't large enough to give you an advantage. And it sounds like it's going to be the same exact thing, where it's an explosive shell with a powerful suppressing effect against enemy infantry. And the reason why I'm kind of confused why they're putting this back into the game, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. Like in Battlefield 3, when it was really good, it was amazing at taking out people that were maybe camping around the corner or trying to flush out people that were in a room without actually getting in the room. You could just kind of like spray this on the ground. The explosive effect was so potent that you could take people out that were camping in there. But they nerfed it to where that's not effective anymore, and while the suppression effect, I guess, is somewhat effective in Battlefield 3, it's not going to be remotely effective in Battlefield 4 because this is a close encounter weapon, and suppressing a target up close isn't gonna help you, because DICE has already come out and said that the suppression effect is only really going to hurt you at long range. The way that they're doing it now is where you're not gonna have random bullet deviation when you are fully suppressed. It's only going to increase the weapon sway, kind of like if you were using a high-powered bolt-action rifle, and that's only really gonna make it difficult for staying on target at a distance. But everything that is up close or at a medium distance isn't really gonna be affected by it. And so my question to DICE is, why would I want to use this ammo type? If it doesn't do as much damage as the buckshot or darts, why would I want to use this up close? And why would I want to use it as a suppressive weapon when it's a close encounter gun? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe DICE is going to surprise me. Maybe the frag rounds is going to be useful, but not overpowered like it was at the beginning of Battlefield 3. We'll kind of have to wait and see. But then the final ammo type is slug rounds. It's going to act probably the same way that it currently does in Battlefield 3. It's going to require a little bit more accuracy on the part of the player, but it will have a little bit more range. But where things get really interesting is when we start to look at the barrel attachments that they're going to be adding. The first one is called a duckbill, and the way it's described as is that it's going to spread pellets horizontally, suppressing and damaging more targets in a wider cone. Once again, I'm not really sure how the suppressing effect is really going to help you, but it sounds like if you put this in a combination with the the darts, so it pierces more enemies, that this could be a pretty deadly combination, especially if you run in with a bunch of other buddies that are also using shotguns. Go in there with the duckbill, just horizontally just spraying darts all over the place. They're piercing through everyone and doing just a ridiculous amount of damage. We'll kind of have to wait and see how much damage the duckbill will do. Maybe it won't be very effective at taking out a target in one shot, but it could be very interesting. The next one is the modified choke, and this is very similar to the last one, where it's going to widen the spread of your pellets and the flechette rounds, allowing better effectiveness against multiple targets. I think instead of the duckbill, where that will increase the horizontal spread, this will just increase the cone overall. I'm not really sure which one will be preferred by players. Maybe the modified choke will be a little bit easier for newer people, or just someone who just kind of wants to spray and pray in a room. We'll kind of have to wait and see which one is victorious, or which one more people kind of gravitate on into, but that will also be an option. But the final barrel, and the one that I think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards, is the full choke. And the way it's described as is it's going to focus the shotgun pellets or flechette rounds into a tighter cone, causing more damage against a single target. While this will require more skill on the part of the player when you're trying to take someone out that's like point blank, like it's going to require a little bit more accuracy for those engagements, what it will do is make it easier for you to take someone out that's a little bit further. While you won't be able to snipe someone from across the map by no means, what it will do is that because you have a smaller cone, more of your pellets are going to land. So basically it just increases your killing range, and because a lot of people prefer that when they are using a shotgun, that sounds very appealing. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to use this as one of their main attachments. The shotguns will also have access to every single grip available, just like every other weapon in the game. So if you want to use the angled or the stubby, the vertical, you will have access to that. This is also true for the accessories like the flashlight, the tack light. You guys have seen this in probably many other videos, so I'm not going to go into the exact details there. But overall, it's really cool to see that DICE is fleshing out the customizations for these weapons. It's awesome that we're going to have this kind of variety. I'm a little skeptical for some aspects, mainly the frag rounds. I do trust DICE, and I'm sure they're going to make it work, but it's just so cool to see that there are going to be all these different play styles and all these different ways on how to use the shotguns. But that is about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments section what attachment you are most excited about. Can you not wait to use the duckbill and just kind of spray people down in large rooms? Let me know down below. But until tomorrow, guys, have a good one and take it easy.